The last time we saw W. Mills, he flew out the box directly behind the 5-minute mile pacer through one lap in 1 minute 15 seconds. We thought greatness had awoken, but he died. End of lap 3, he's almost last, and he crawls across the line in the end, finishing third to last with a 5-minute 40. But today, ladies and gentlemen, he's got D. Mills to pace him at Hastings Parkrun, hopefully to a 5k personal best. With a PB of a 1936 for W. Mills, D. Mills, also known as the Passion Prince in pink, is going to lay down some 355s and see if he can cling on. Sorry, that music got me so bloody hyped. Here we are. We're away at Parkrun. D Mills cam at the moment. You can see W Mills in the yellow top to the right. Let's go. To W Mills now, and he's not got a care in the world. He just has to follow D Mills, and it's an automatic PB. How easy does that sound? And we are but 80 metres into this parkrun / race. And look at that, D Mills pretty much on the goal speed already. Increasing a little bit now, but I'm sure he will be right on it. Yeah, there we go. There is no worries in the world that D Mills will cock this up as Coach Simon, PB runner, goes a little bit further ahead than D Mills. Will he regret that? And this is where the experience counts from D Mills. He's been here too many times to get carried away with any people going a little bit quicker than he should be. He's just going to stick to what he knows, just below that 4 speed, as close to 355 as possible. Although he now does decide to go past PB runner. Very intriguing. Skipping forward to 500 metres here, and he's easing on behind a little pack ahead of him, and it'll be very interesting to see if he decides these people aren't quite as quick as he wants to be going, or actually if they're the perfect speed, it will make pretty reasonable sense to sit here, as that will help W Mills in a nice pack. And here is W Mills tracking D Mills' every move, and it does seem like for now we're just going to chill in this pack that's definitely turning over even slightly quicker than the goal speed, so there's no need to push on for now. The girl in the orange top was dispatched though, and this guy in the white top was just losing a little bit of ground to the pack, so D Mills moves on through, W Mills follows suit. That's good stuff from D Mills. We didn't want to lose even more ground to that pack and have to surge at all. We want to keep the momentum going. We're looking good so far. And D Mills is right with them now, lurking with intent. Any slight sniff of a pace drop, and he will assert his authority over this group and move on forward, I am sure. But at 1 kilometre, he's still happy with their pace, and he's gone through it in, do you expect any less, 3 minutes 55. Exactly the aim. And he has executed it perfectly. Lil boy W Mills just behind is a lucky boy. Just got to keep it up for another 4k. And you can also see just to the left there, in the orange when it comes through in a second, PB runner Simon, who's also enjoying the D Mills current pacing masterclass. He may have to start charging. A quarter of the way through this 2nd kilometre, and we are really in a beautiful little group here. 5 or 6 runners churning along at the same speed, very similar to the group I had a little bit further up from my PB attempt that you can click up the top right here. It just makes it that little bit easier when you're in a little pack. Everyone knows that. And for now, W Mills looking at the watch, you can see, yeah, I like what I see. I feel, how do I feel? He said he didn't feel too bad at this point. Everything going to plan. But is D Mills making a move on this group? It looks like we're going along at 353 per kilometre, but has he decided that I think W Mills is looking a bit too fresh and I want to push him forward? No, at 1.6 kilometres, he's decided they are still of use to him. He doesn't have to exterminate them just yet.
Not complete bad, but not good.
There's D Mills just checking in on little W Mills.
I've felt worse.
He's felt worse. Positive signs.
The wind's going to be slightly against us on the way back.
W Mills is a bit concerned that they are going to have a headwind when they turn around shortly, but D Mills, positive Mills, responding saying that will cool them down a little bit. And they are through 2 kilometres, and it's a 3:59 second kilometre, just below 4 flat. I do think it was a little bit quicker than that maybe. As you may have saw before, it said they were in like the 4:10s at one point when they were definitely going quicker than that. This tunnel plays a little bit of havoc with the GPS. But we have lost touch with those two just ahead, the purple and the red vest. It'll be interesting to see if D-Mills decides that they need to push on up behind them again. On board with D-Mills as we come back out into the sunshine, up a very slight hill. You can hear W Mills complaining a little bit, but it is literally a 2-metre hill, W Mills.
I can see him. He's in the pack still.
D Mills spots me coming the other way. Good evening, officers. Like and subscribe, please.
Captain America was there.
D Mills always with an eye for Captain America. Reaching the halfway turnaround point now in 9 minutes 44. Double that. Hello, 1928. Choo-choo PB train. Let's go, W Mills. I put the timer down the bottom now till the end of the race as well. I may have forgotten to put it in at the start, and it's quite hard to put back in once you've edited loads of clips. Sorry. Back to W Mills cam now, just behind D Mills as you would expect.
A little bit of wind in there.
W Mills just expressing that he can feel that headwind ever so slightly, so maybe it does make sense now for D Mills to try and lurch onto that pack.
Come on, Will Day, this is just the tempo.
And we love to see that from W Mills. He is saying to himself, it's just a tempo, it's all in the mind running.
Remember this? When I died, the last time we did it.
Oh no, the negative thoughts are back. W Mills remembering when we tried to pace him about a year ago to a PB and he died here. Come on, W Mills, banish those thoughts. And the 3rd kilometre split is in, and it's a 3 minutes 53, so they're still gaining time on the 19:30 they were aiming for. The work starts now for W Mills though. It's the final 2k where things are going to start to burn.
Cool me down, wind.
And as you can hear, W Mills is starting to get a little bit hot.
Little trip.
And as he loves to do, he's just tripped D Mills up a little bit. And with the pace creeping towards the 4s, Damo decides he's going to have to start moving on through past some runners, and luckily W Mills is still just about feeling good enough to go with him. This is great grit from the young man. And it looks like the people without the passion prints pacing them are starting to fall. Pace is dropping. D Mills is beginning to push it. The pink pretender on the left is about to fall. PB runner Simon, who got a little bit away from D Mills, is slowly but surely crawling towards him as well. Just under a mile now for W Mills to bring it home.
Is that a weed?
And the boys both simultaneously smell some of the good stuff. You love to see it. You better not slip towards 420 per kilometre pace in this 4th kilometre though, W Mills. And it doesn't look like he is, to be fair to him, but you can tell that D Mills is beginning to just push it forward a little bit. It's beginning to get hard for W Mills. He can't stay on the heels of D Mills any longer. He's going to have to dig deeper and deeper as we go into the final kilometre shortly. But the absolute jokers still have time to zig in and out of these bloody bollards. Absolute banter kings. They've just added a few metres to their run, but they don't care. They bloody love it. D Mills is looking super racy now. There's so many runners just up here that he wants to fly past at the end, but he needs to remember he's got W Mills dying in behind him. W Mills just wishes he had a bit of string and he was on his skateboards at the moment. But the final kilometre is so close, and once you get there you can just smell that finish line, and here you can see it from about 800 metres away, which does help. D Mills just looking behind now, trying to get him to come with him. Come on W Mills, he's saying. We can smash a PB if you start going here from now. And we go across the 4th kilometre, and it was a 3:59, so we've just about stayed in the 3s there. D Mills having another surge forward there, past Simon, willing W Mills with him. Come on, lad, don't do what you did at the mile. He really needs to see if he can push on past Simon now, as Damo is maybe 5 metres ahead now. Some may say that maybe D Mills has moved a little bit too far ahead, but we know W Mills. If Damo was just to ease back towards him, Will just get slower and slower. You need to just dangle that carrot a little bit ahead and just claw him along. Come on W Mills, you can do it. And it's definitely Simon that's dragging Will along at the moment. Simon's gone past Whitecap and Will is following him through. And he's working super hard. You can hear there his heart rate was just 185, which is about equivalent to a 200 that D Mills gets to. Trust me. Whitecap making a reappearance. Which one of these three is going to have a finishing kick to get the victory over each other? Simon had sort of made sure that W Mills didn't fall below 3:55, that goal pace, and with the time in hand, we're still on comfortably here, at least for a 19:30, I'd say. But I reckon if W Mills can have a little bit of a kick, he can obliterate that PB. Come on, lad. And it looks like he's starting his kick now, moving on past Simon. He's got that lovely goal of the pink passion prints just up ahead. Go and get him, W Mills. About 300 metres to go. It looks like D Mills is just slowing up to try and make that goal actually a little bit more obtainable for W Mills. Blacktop is perfectly positioned there to spur W Mills on to get past him, and yet he moves into the 340s as he moves past him. D Mills starting to kick a little bit harder again, and you can hear Will's breathing rate getting higher and higher as he gets towards the 3-minute 30s now. One last hurrah is needed, W Mills. Can you get that guy in the blue top just ahead? If you can get into the twos, you can maybe do it. I can hear you absolutely gasping for air, but it looks like that guy ahead has actually surged when D Mills has appeared, and we've come across the line, and we have obliterated that 1936 PB. Let's go have a look at what the official time was. It's a 19:19 officially on Parkrun, 23rd position for W Mills, and a PB by 17 seconds. That's 2 PBs in the same Parkrun for the Mills bros. Let's see how we felt about it.
We never lose.
We were absolutely buzzing, and W Mills actually took the crown of the biggest PB of the weekend, 17 seconds versus mine, which was only 12 seconds. Thank you for watching, everyone, and you'll have to forgive me, you may have a week of not many videos because I'm going to Paris to watch the Olympics. I've got tickets for the athletics on the Sunday and another Saturday, so I might do some sort of vloggy thing. I know some people won't like the vloggy nature and they like the runs, but it's the Olympics and I will be showing athletics, so suck it up. See you soon, everyone.